Okay, I often get a question as to when should I buy, when should I sell, when is a good time to buy, when is a good time to sell, and what is a good setup on both sides, the entry and the exits. And while I guess I have been a bit remiss about really putting down the ABCs of it. I'd like to take this opportunity on this video, and it's about time, gee, to go through that and outline in a little more detail. And this should follow well to the one I just posted on a tutorial on how to do laddered entries. So I've frequently said the best time to buy will be the terminal end of an ABC correction, the very end. And the big problem, because no one has a crystal ball, the big issue is when is exactly the bottom of the C. And that's when I use my Elliott wave analysis to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves to see if I can count 5 waves. I have that much more greater confidence in the probability that the bottom is close or already done. So let's take a look at here. I know that ABC is ensuing. I'm on the C wave, and I can count. And this is when you have to really purchase the books. These books. You really need to get this book. You can even get it for free if you subscribe to one of his newsletters at Elliott Wave International. I don't recommend that. I have my own personal reasons. But just go to Amazon and buy it. I think it's pretty economically priced. This will teach you the basics of Elliott wave analysis. And when you get this book, you have to study it. You have to then open it and read it and study it a little bit. Just a little bit every day, maybe half an hour to an hour a day, 2, 3 pages a day, incrementally. Same thing with this book. It's a little more pricey. I think it's 100 bucks or so. So combined together, you get somewhat worth about 2 Litecoins. But that 2 Litecoins you invested in will make it maybe 2,000 Litecoins from a profit potential point of view. If you can get to a proficiency level of counting your own waves and spotting your own patterns, imagine the power you have. So get these books. I cannot and will not spoon feed. That's not why I'm doing my blog. So people who are equipped with these books and are practicing can then have a very different, a more meaningful dialogue with me on the blogs. It'll be a very different level of discussion. Instead of you asking me and I'm giving you the analysis. Rather, you'll be presenting your analysis and we'll have an analysis to analysis discussion. So, back to here. If you can, if you can proficiently be able to count your own Elliott waves, and let's say here you count ABC, you are then able to say, okay, I know that C wave, whether it's a zigzag or flat type, will always have 5 waves. So let me see if I can count 5 waves here by obeying all the rules. Okay. Now, the rule of 4 and 1 is that the top of 4 cannot overlap with the bottom of 1, and it doesn't. There's a teeny bit of wiggle room there. Still valid. Therefore, I count 5 waves down. That means if there are 5 waves here, then it's almost done, if not already done. There's a potential they could go lower. There's always that potential. And that's why you ladder. That's why you ladder yourself in. Now, when I ladder, I said earlier, I take my local resistance zones. But I would take wave 5, 4, and basically top of 4 to the bottom of 5. I would use maybe as the primary body of laddering. And then expand it into the midpoint of where B was as the extremities, and go below to the most solid support line, below the C that I have currently marked as another bottom extremity. And in between will be gravy rungs that I would put in using these local resistance and support lines. So primarily between 4 and 5. Now if 4 is here and 5 is there, then you got to expand. You got to use common sense. If you want, you can take from B to C and ladder that in. Put a ladder here, one there, and then start mostly down here and go below. So the terminal end of a C wave, of an ABC correction, is the best entry to use. Why? Because you know that according to Elliott waves, after an ABC correction, there is a trend reversal, resuming the original uptrend in this case. And then that means that once you're laddered in, you're going to see an impulse of 5 waves, giving the final signal of that final confirmation of this trend change from down now back to up. And all the ladders you've had here will be highly profitable at this point. Do you see? So once again, you want to buy for a long position and short position. It'll just be flip-flop, opposite, at the terminal end of an ABC correction. That is the best time to buy. Now, we know that, let's take wave 3 here. Wave 3 has 5 subwaves. If you don't want to wait until this major ABC correction and buy the terminal end of that, for very nimble and quick in and out trades, you can take the subwaves of this for that. Let's do a higher resolution microscopy. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. And you see, and this is wave 3, you see it's almost finishing. You're not going to buy it here, that's dumb. Okay, let it finish. But you know that after 5 waves, the subwaves of this wave 3 having 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's going to be done and there'll be a correction. Then you can short here. You can short at the start of, you can ladder yourself on your shorts too, to the A, B, C. I don't short anymore, so good luck if you do. But instead of short, let's go long. I know there's going to be an ABC here, so boom, okay, I count that as an ABC. And I know maybe here, if you want to be really nimble, ABC on this terminal end on this terminal end of this C, you can start laddering yourself in maybe 3 to 4 bungs, take a smaller position, and ride this B wave. You can count ABC on the B wave. And on the terminal end of the ABC, C of the B wave, which will have 5 waves also, you can get out. Same thing here. Now here's the C wave, A, B, of the whole correction. I don't usually go micro trades like that. You got to be stuck in front of a monitor the whole day. That's boring. So ABC, I would put in a ladder. As I'm seeing this finishing, I would put in a ladder entry at the terminal end of the C of an ABC correction. But to know this, you have to be able to know how to count this, which is why you need to buy that book and practice, and I'll help. For any of you guys who are interested in taking coaching lessons and sessions, I'll be more than happy to give a very, very reasonable rate to do one-on-one coaching sessions on Elliott wave counting and labeling and interpretations. But more importantly, go get the book and start reading, and then start attempting your solo labels and post it on the comments, and I'll be happy to comment back. So let's say you set up a ladder here, maybe 7 rungs, and you only got 2 filled, no problem. And you let that ride because you're on wave 4. And you know that 5 will have 5 subwaves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And usually in a crypto, just like here, 5th wave is extended, the most longest, the most profitable. And if I'm counting here 1, 2, 3, 4, and here's a 5 of 5, I can subcount that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is where you take your profits. At the mid-end of the last 5 of 5 wave. This is where you get out. I don't care if I missed this. Who cares? First of all, it's almost impossible to time this. But when I'm counting 1, 2, and as prices progress 3, 4, and I'm on the 5th wave, I get out here. That's the way to do it. That's where you take your profits. I've always said 5 of 5, wave 5 of 5. The last 5th wave is the best wave to start taking your profits. And if this was wave 5, what happened? Oh, sorry. Okay, so over here, you got out, pat yourself on your back. You know that there's an extended 5th, and with an extended 5th, the retracement on the A will be very, very deep. So a good time to short is when you see an extended 5th, because you know that the A wave down will be very deep. And usually A is the longer wave than the C in cryptos. In stocks, the C wave is usually the longest, like this. But not always, not necessarily for cryptos. When wave 5 is extended, which is very common for cryptos, then get your shorts down. Get out, take your profits, and short your ladder your shorts. Because the A will be very, very deep. I couldn't care less if I cut B and C. Pfft, you made so much money here, you can probably go buy drinks for everybody. And some. Okay? So I don't usually go in and out in these waves, but you can if you want, using exactly the way I told you. When you see an extended 5th, and even if you didn't write it up, but you see it finishing, let's say none of this price existed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh, this is extended 5th. It's like 3.61 times more than 3. There's going to be a huge, massive fall put on your shorts with a good stop. But this will give you quite a bit of profit. So here's another example. Let me get rid of with GBTC. Okay. When I saw it at around 300-ish, I was like, this looks okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I knew fifth wave was coming, so I wrote this up. Okay. And I didn't have the time to get out of this, but I just left this alone for a while because I knew that this would simply be a consolidation one. And this was an awesome, up to 1,000 buckaroos almost. And then I got out. Why? I was counting this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on the 505 wave here. Exit. Exit that. And this was a fractal of this. Get out of there. And then I saw a huge ABC. This is where ideal position entry would have been made. But when I saw this triangle happening, I said, okay, buy between this range here. And sure enough, broke right off. You're going to see a good amount of volatility. But when you know how to count on your own, these volatilities are not going to frazzle you, because you almost know, you can expect that. That's part of the whole thing. Because you know that after this breakout, there's going to be 5 waves up. Just like here, 5 waves up. Just leave it alone. Have your stops somewhere, maybe, where you got in. And as is expected, a good number of you, when you say, oh, here's a triangle, oh, you broke the triangle, now what do I do? Can you do an update, agent? No, that's not really the point of this blog. You need to get these 2 books. And those of you who receive it, please take a picture of it and post it. Let me know. In the box, as soon as you do a box opening video on your post on how you got these 2 books and you're opening the box. And as a result, these kind of red lines are not going to be, I mean, here I was not frazzled because I know this was 3 and then we got 4 coming. So it dipped from, let's say, 760 to 624. Was my stomach churning? No. Because I knew this was 3 and we got a 4 coming. That's perfectly normal in Elliott waves. And I knew this wasn't probably the top because 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 1 more to go, 5. And this is what I mean by it allows you to peek around the corner from a probabilistic point of view. Now, can this come all the way back down? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But if your count is correct, and you're able to count more professionally as you go, and practice more, it won't frazzle you as much, or at all. And let me go do one more, a little more clearer example as to when to get out. Let me do a 1-hour chart. So here are 5 waves of this 5th wave. So when you know you are on a 5th wave, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're counting there, and you're counting the subwaves of this white colored parenthesis wave 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're on the 5th wave. That's when you get out. 5 of 5. So the fifth subwave of this current 5 wave. You take your profits here. And you only need to do maybe 3 rungs. 1, 2, 3, out you go. Okay? I hope that makes sense. It should. It really should. You can do the same thing on 3 if you wanted to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me count it. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the 5th. Could have gotten out here. And then come back in ABC somewhere here. But it wouldn't have made much of a difference on a price point of view. So going in and out at the minuscule minute level or what have you, sub-hourly, is a waste of time in my opinion. Too much energy. You got to be stuck in front of your computer monitor. Go get a life. Go exercise, go for a walk, whatever you have to do. It takes too much time away from everything that you have to do if you day trade like that. But if you go at the daily scale, which is what I prefer, okay, I would have still gotten using the same technique, gotten out here, which is what I did. Okay. Now here, once it goes up here on the 505 here, I'll be out. I don't really trade this, the 2-way even. I just ride it, let it go through, let it happen. Doesn't faze me. But for many of you who are not new to this, it phases you very easily, even if it, oh my God, it pierced the lower support line, what do I do? First, get these 2 books. Second, post it that you got the books. Celebrate it. Then, open it and study it. That's what you need to do. And if you don't have these books, and you keep asking the same silver spoon feed me requests, it's not going to help you. I'm here to help, but to do no harm. In fact, it might even harm you. Because if you rely 100% on someone else's analysis and not self-analysis, that's not healthy. That's not healthy to your net liquidation value of your account. So please buy these books. It'll be the best investments you've made in your life. I'm very confident on that. Also, some people have been asking for certain requests of certain coins. Just go back maybe 2, 3, 4 days. It hasn't changed much. Most of my, I wish Steemit doesn't have a catalog system yet. I wish I can catalog it per coin. All the updates I've done for each coin, you can just simply go back and look up to the most recent one. But right now, you have to go through the whole list of, and I'm like a machine. I crank these out at 6 to 10 plus a day, and it's hard to find. So you might want to also try maybe Google search. So add hedging, the symbol of the coin that you're looking at. That'll give you probably the most recent ones. And then take a look at that. If it's less than 3 to 4 days old, it'll probably be the same. I'm pretty sure. So I hope this has been helpful. Again, if you want some one-to-one coaching sessions, I can make some time available. Let me know in the comments or contact me by Twitter at hedging_crypto, CRYPTO. I can maybe do half an hour sessions to hour sessions, what have you. And the rate could be very reasonable, I think. So again, I hope I have earned the right to ask you for your upvotes. I put a lot of time and effort into this. I'm sure you can tell. I enjoy it. My objective is to help and do no harm. And I think in this video blog post, I've again confidently achieved that objective. Thank you.